You know that feeling, don't you?
Hmm?
That sinking dread when the phone rings off the hook, emails pile up long after business hours, and you just know you're missing something crucial.
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps it's a frustrated customer hanging up after endless hold music, or maybe a potential new client just, moving on because your team can't respond instantly.
Right. We're living in this 24/7 world now.
Exactly. And our customers, well, they've come to expect immediate, effortless communication. But our human teams, as amazing as they are, they simply have their limits.
And it's not just the immediate pressure, is it? It's the long-term cost, too. Employee morale, the constant churn of recruitment, and that subtle drain on resources from managing high turnover. This constant demand for always-on availability, it really eats away at a business's capacity to, well, grow and innovate.
That's precisely what we're diving into today on The Deep Dive. This is about a powerful, really fundamental shift happening right now.
Yeah.
The rise of AI agents.
A big topic.
It's huge. We're going to unpack how these intelligent systems are transforming customer-facing operations, comparing their capabilities directly to, traditional human teams.
Okay.
Our mission for you today is to understand exactly when and where AI agents truly shine and how they can be a strategic, maybe even a game-changing asset for your business, helping you escape that trap of overwhelmed teams and missed opportunities.
Yeah, and to fully grasp the impact of this solution, we first really need to confront the scale of the problem. It's pretty significant.
Right.
Many industries, from bustling legal practices to critical healthcare providers, dynamic real estate firms, they're facing this relentless, often overwhelming wave of calls and inquiries.
And the expectation has changed.
Totally. Today's customers don't just expect quick responses. They demand 204/7 responsiveness.
So when we talk about the reality on the ground for businesses, what's maybe a statistic or a piece of data that really highlights the pressure they're under? Because I think for many, it just feels like this constant, unmanageable volume.
It absolutely is. Post-pandemic surveys, for instance, they show that call volumes have actually surged dramatically, really putting immense pressure on traditional customer service setups.
What?
You might be aiming for that 80-20 rule, 80% of calls answered in 20 seconds, but the stark reality is that a staggering 66% of customers, they'll hang up if kept on hold for over 2 minutes.
Wow, 2 minutes. That's not long at all.
It isn't. Think about that, 2 minutes. It's not just a statistic. It's the sound of a frustrated customer deciding, okay, I'm taking my business elsewhere. It's a lead gone cold.
Yeah.
It's the silent cost of friction in our, always-on world.
And those aren't just inconveniences. They're direct hits to your bottom line, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing something like nearly half of small businesses, 47%, I think, miss incoming calls in the first try, often just because of limited staff.
That's right.
And in the legal sector, it's even more acute. Over half of client inquiries reportedly go unanswered. That's just lost business walking out the door.
It creates this constant churn of lost opportunities that many businesses just kind of accept as a cost of doing business, but it really compounds. And internally, businesses are grappling with pretty significant staffing challenges. Call centers, for example, face incredibly high turnover rates. We're talking between 30% and 45% annually.
That's huge.
It is, and that translates to constant recruiting cycles, endless training costs, and this perpetual struggle to maintain a stable, effective team. And trying to staff a human team for 247 coverage, that's not just difficult, it's often prohibitively expensive.
So we're painting a pretty bleak picture here. Overwhelmed teams, missed opportunities, escalating operational expenses. It feels like a trap many businesses are stuck in, doesn't it?
It really does.
But this is where the narrative truly shifts. This is where the landscape of customer interaction fundamentally changes.
Exactly. This is where AI agents step onto the scene as that always-on solution. And it's important to clarify, these aren't just the simple chatbots you might have seen 5 years ago.
Right, not clippy.
Definitely not clippy. They're sophisticated AI-powered communication partners. What makes them sophisticated is, well, their ability to understand intent, process natural language, and even learn from interactions. That's thanks to advances in machine learning and natural language processing.
Okay.
It allows for truly dynamic, real conversations across phone calls, chats, text messages, the works. They are purpose-built for specific business functions, acting like, say, an AI receptionist or an AI sales agent.
When we talk about sophisticated, it makes me wonder, what's the most impactful, maybe even surprising capability these AI agents bring? Something that goes beyond just, basic automation.
That's a great question, because it's not just about what they do, but the scale and the consistency at which they do it. That's the real difference.
Scale and consistency. Okay.
Take 24/7 availability and capacity. We've always struggled with round-the-clock staffing, right? But an AI agent literally never sleeps. It ensures every single call or chat gets an immediate response, even at 3 a.m.
So your business is truly always on.
Exactly. Not just during office hours. Imagine Houston Methodist Hospital. They deployed an AI phone assistant that answered 100% of calls on the first ring, around the clock. And get this, it handled up to 3,500 calls per hour at peak times during a massive surge.
3,500 calls an hour. That's incredible.
It is. That's not just speed, it's elasticity. The ability to instantly scale from a trickle of inquiries to a massive surge without missing a beat, something human teams simply can't do without, astronomical cost and logistical nightmares.
Right.
That's the real game changer, that on-demand scalability.
That instant scalability sounds
Yeah.
incredible.
Right.
And beyond just raw volume, there's the consistency element you mentioned, isn't there? Humans, no matter how good, well, we have off days or might forget a step.
Yeah.
What about AI?
Precisely. AI agents provide uniform service every single time. They always follow company guidelines and scripts. They never forget to ask a required question or log a detail,
Oh,
which leads to far more reliable lead qualification and data capture. Think of it. No more missed fields in a form, no more forgotten disclaimers.
that makes sense.
Allianz, for example, one of the world's largest insurers, they use an AI assistant that fields 80% of its frequent customer requests in real time. That's consistent accuracy you can rely on. Much better data, more predictable outcomes.
That kind of consistency and scalability really opens up possibilities for new business, doesn't it? Especially around lead qualification and generation, which are so crucial for growth. How do AI agents impact that specifically?
Yeah, this is where the financial impact truly shines. AI agents can engage leads via calls or messages, ask those qualifying questions, and even book meetings directly. They automatically move prospects down your sales funnel.
So less manual follow-up.
Way less. Imagine a legal firm that used an AI agent to greet prospects, gather details, and book consultations. They saw a 35% increase in bookings in just 2 weeks
Wow.
and saved 20 hours per week in manual admin. But it goes further. Some advanced AI systems can even call warm leads who showed interest but didn't convert.
Oh, interesting. Re-engagement.
Exactly. Or revive old leads, leading to significant new business you might have thought was gone forever. One real estate firm, for instance, earned an extra $45,000 in commissions in less than a month just from AI-driven follow-up calls to old leads.
45 grand from old leads.
Yup. It's about reactivating that dormant potential that's just sitting there in your CRM.
Those numbers are compelling. It's not just about taking inbound calls then. It's about actively generating and nurturing business. What else can these agents take off a business owner's plate? Especially those routine tasks that just bog down staff.
Oh, they streamline operations dramatically. For general customer service and support, they respond to common questions, handle service-related conversations, provide consistent, helpful responses.
Like FAQs.
Exactly, but interactive. An Australian property management firm, for example, used an AI chatbot to handle over 20,000 rental inquiries. That freed their human staff to actually focus on processing applications.
Makes sense.
Appointment booking and management is another huge one. A natural fit. AI can schedule meetings directly by syncing with your calendars, send automated reminders, even handle rescheduling.
That must cut down on phone calls.
Big time. Implementing online scheduling via chatbot can reduce appointment-related phone calls by 40%. A medical office saw a 35% decrease in missed appointments after introducing an AI assistant for scheduling and reminders.
Fewer no-shows, too.
Right. And for global businesses or those serving diverse communities, AI agents offer excellent multilingual support. They can converse in multiple languages to serve a broader customer base.
That's a big plus.
Plus, they're designed for seamless integration. These systems work with your existing tools, whether that's Google Calendar, CRMs, customer relationship management systems like HubSpot, Salesforce, Zoho, form builders, even custom APIs.
So you don't have to rip everything out.
No, it's not about ripping out your current systems. It's about enhancing them, making them work better, faster, around the clock.
All these capabilities sound incredibly powerful, but, for many business leaders, the immediate question is always, okay, what does this mean for my budget? How do these AI agents stack up against human teams when we look at the raw numbers?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Or maybe the $100,000 question. Because that's precisely where the business case becomes undeniable.
Okay.
Employing human agents is incredibly costly. When you factor in salary, benefits, training, and that high turnover we mentioned earlier, it averages around $110,000 per year per agent.
Wow, $110K per agent.
Or think of it this way. Roughly $8 per customer interaction. That number really brings it into sharp focus, doesn't it?
It does.
It's not just a line item. It's the constant effort, the churn, the emotional toll on teams trying to meet impossible demands. It feels like this fixed cost that traditional businesses are just stuck with.
And it is, often.
Mm.
But what does the AI side of the ledger look like? Because $110,000 per agent per year is a significant investment.
Yeah, by comparison, AI interactions are dramatically more cost-effective. Estimates show AI interactions can cost as little as like 0.3 to $0 to 25 cents per minute.
Pennies per minute.
Pennies. A virtual agent might only cost $300 to $500 per month in subscription fees, a tiny fraction of a full-time employee's cost.
Okay, that's a huge difference.
It is. So it's not just saving on salaries, is it? It's the deeper insight that AI helps businesses escape the cycle of constant recruitment, training, and managing high turnover that drains resources in all these hidden ways.
Right.
Many companies have reported 30% to 35% reductions in customer service costs after implementing AI. Plus, revenue boosts from capturing more business.
That's a huge reduction in per interaction cost. But beyond just saving money, what's the deeper strategic insight here? Is it like AI allows businesses to fundamentally reallocate resources, freeing human talent for new kinds of value creation?
Precisely. That's the key. It's moving from a cost-center mentality to a strategic investment in growth. You're not just cutting expenses, you're unlocking human potential. And enabling services you simply couldn't afford to offer before. AI can handle, say, 70% to 80% of routine queries. That streamlines tasks and improves metrics like first call resolution, getting the customer's issue fully resolved on their very first contact.
Which customers love.
Absolutely. Because the AI never forgets a question or misses a detail, you get this uniform, high-quality service every single time. This consistency improves key metrics and, crucially, frees human staff to deliver better service on the more complex calls.
That leads directly to increased productivity and focus for your human team then. By taking over repetitive tasks, AI boosts overall productivity. So human employees can then focus on higher value work, things that truly require empathy, critical thinking, negotiation.
The human touch.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is about less burnout for human teams and more meaningful work, isn't it? What are some examples of that in action?
Absolutely. We're seeing it already. An Australian aged care provider, for example, saw a 35% reduction in staffing needed just for scheduling and a 50% increase in overall productivity.
50% increase, wow.
In Ally Bank, they cut their average call handling time by 50% with AI assistance. It transforms how human teams operate, making their work more impactful and, frankly, less taxing.
And we're seeing these transformative results across a huge range of industries right now. It's not theoretical, it's happening with real, measurable impact.
Oh, yeah. In legal services, for example, we talked about how law firms often miss over 50% of client calls. That's a massive problem.
Huge liability, really.
Right. AI receptionists can screen calls, capture intake details, book consultations, send reminders, ensuring no client inquiry goes unanswered. This directly frees lawyers to focus on billable casework, which increases revenue.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And real estate, another high-volume industry, must be seeing similar benefits, all those listing inquiries.
Absolutely. With those high inquiry volumes and after-hours demand, AI chatbots and voice agents enable 247 instant response for listings. They handle lead qualification. One agency saw a 67% increase in qualified lead captures.
67%.
Yep. And scheduling showings. For property management, AI can handle a massive number of routine tenant requests. Remember that Australian chatbot? It managed 62% of all tenant requests automatically. That significantly reduces the workload on human staff.
Healthcare, too.